first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. No gain on the play there, second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Straight ahead, Gibson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Second down and a run by Robinson. Down right around the 25.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Shotgun now for Wentz. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks very long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. At their own 31-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about it.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Now, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. First down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
A second down throw for Mayfield. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Mayfield. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a play fake. Wentz taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Wentz. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, Good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A handoff running left is Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I play?
Yeah, you play defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Robinson with another carry. Powers through it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now Wentz. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Gibson again, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Third and long for Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
But now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That'll be caught. It's caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done it. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture in the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On the counter, Gibson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, right back to Gibson. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 96 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
13 yards on the play. And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Forced out to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Mayfield to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. He's got Higbee complete right side. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Rams, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Baker. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Wentz to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.